Welcome back to Design Bundles YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Crystal, and today I'm going to show you guys how to layer adhesive vinyl. So I'm going to create a decal that's going to go right here on top of this clear tumbler. Now, another thing that you guys can actually do with some of these clear tumblers, if they're double walled, is you can actually fill them full of glitter. So if you guys haven't seen our tutorials on that, definitely check them out. I'll have them linked above or down below because this would be super cute if you filled it with some pink glitter. So I'm going to go ahead and take my little clear tumbler here, and I'm going to use this squeegee. So these squeegees right here with this middle part are perfect for working with mugs and tumblers. So you're just going to lay it right in the middle right there, and it's going to help hold this while we apply this on top. So another thing you're going to need is, for example, this is an eyeglass cloth or some rubbing alcohol. You want to clean your surface, so wherever you're going to be pressing that. All right, so a few more things. I've already cut this out with some permanent adhesive vinyl, as well as some transfer tape. So I'm just using some clear contact paper from the Dollar Tree. And then I've also got a piece of parchment paper. So we're going to use the parchment paper to layer this. So this may be a new trick for some of you guys today. And then I'm also using another squeegee. All right, so let's get started. I've already weeded everything out. I want to start off with my biggest piece first. So I'm going to come over here on my parchment, and then I'm going to go ahead and take that contact paper. Now, obviously, you can use whatever transfer tape that you have, but I wanted to show you guys that if you want to purchase the clear contact paper from the dollar store, you can definitely do so. All right, so I'm going to do is I'm going to go down like a taco, just like so, and then I'm going to smooth everything out. I don't need to be on the parchment paper actually just yet, so I'm just going to scoot this over here just for a second so I can rub. So all we need to do is we're going to be picking this up with our squeegee. So by just rubbing like this, you're going to be able to pick that up. All right, so rub, just like so. All right. Next, what we want to do is flip it over. So it's easier to flip it over like this and peel, just like so. All right. So now what we're going to do is I want to go into my next layer, which is this white right here. You definitely could leave out this white layer and you can just pop it on like so, obviously with this piece, but I definitely want to keep that white. So what I need to do is very carefully line this up. Now there is a trick to this. I could actually use a piece of parchment paper like this. All right. Fold it over, so I'm just folding this up. And now what I can do is I can lay this right on top, just like so. Now it's going to be hard for you guys to obviously see through this because I'm using white adhesive vinyl, but what I can do is I can line these up as close as I possibly can here. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to go ahead and lay this down like this. I'm going to lift this side up. So I'm smoothing this side down on my parchment. I'm going to get that parchment out of my way. And then I'm going to go ahead and rub this guy down. Now, I got off a little bit so I could go backwards if I possibly could, but I don't think so. I think mine is stuck. So I actually got off a little bit. So you guys definitely want to be careful with that. But hey, I'm going to roll with the punches for the design. But you guys could definitely, especially if it was color, you could really see it through there. So that way, before you commit, you can get that down, right? So just rub. So what the parchment paper is doing too is protecting. So if I would have stuck this, see, it does not stick to parchment. If I would have stuck this to my countertop, it would have definitely stuck to my countertop and it would have been over with. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to peel off this backside layer here. So hopefully you guys can probably see that I got off just a little bit, and that's okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take these cute little hearts here and I'm going to try to line them up. Once again, you could do that parchment paper trick or just go right on top like so. So once again, this parchment is protecting the rest of our design. I'm just going to rub where the pink is. I don't have to rub everything, but this is one way to create it into one decal so you apply it all at the exact same time. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and rub the pink. This is also going to be perfect if you guys were creating a card decal. So what you could actually do once you were done with this, so say for example, I was selling these in a boutique or online. I would take my biggest piece and then I would go right back on top of that biggest piece and I would rub everything down and I would trim away the excess, and now this is ready to sell. It is a design that is all together and ready to go out the door. They could stick it on their cell phone cases, they could stick it on tumblers, their car, whatever they want to. So that's how you guys would layer a design for sale. Or if you're just trying to make it easier to apply it on a tumbler like me, you could definitely do this like so. So now what I want to do is I want to line this up where I'm wanting it to go. I'm going to kind of get myself like a taco like this, and I'm going to go right on top. All right, so now that we've got that placement, I'm just going to go ahead and go down from the top. What I like to do is just stop right there, go straight down the middle first. I'm just rubbing down the middle, and then I'll rub to one side, and then I'll come back and I will get the next side like so. Just makes it super duper easy. And then I'm going to go ahead and rub. Now, what's really cool about this design here is it actually comes in an entire bundle for 1 Plus credit. So if you guys are a Plus member, you're going to get this with, I think, oh my gosh, I don't want to lie to you guys, but 10 designs or more. So you guys could create a whole entire thing with t-shirts, mugs, you name it. This would also be cute to sublimate on a mug as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and smooth it out, and also place it on a t-shirt would be really cute also. All right, so we're just going to smooth everything out. We're going to get it at an angle and peel. All right, just like that. And there you have it. How gorgeous is this? This right here is a glitter pink. So this right here is actually glitter adhesive vinyl. And I do believe it is by Caesar. So it's super gorgeous, as you guys can see. It just has that little extra pop. So you guys can see that I got off a little on the white, but I think it still looks cute because these are almost like drawn on. It's really adorable. So you light up my life. These are little light bulbs, and it is so cute. Now, once again, if you guys wanted to fill this, drill a hole in the bottom and fill it with glitter, it would also be super cool. So it's technically, they're called snow globe tumblers. So once again, you guys can definitely check out our video on that, or simply leaving it like this is also quite adorable. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.